Barnun commented, "Yo, show what comes in the box. 3 things: SIM ejector tool, USB Type-C wall charger, and USB Type-C cable." Limit Break commented, "Is there a noticeable gap on where the battery is connected?" Not really. I mean, there's definitely a line break that separates it, but it's not horrible by any means. If you run your finger over it, you'll surely feel it, but it's not bad or anything. Tyler commented, "If you haven't watched it already, you might want to check out my unboxing initial impressions video yesterday. I won't be repeating everything I initially mentioned about the G5 last night. With that said, I've had the G5 for over 24 hours, and I'll say I'm pretty impressed. The phone isn't perfect. No phone is, or hasn't shown me yet, but it's excellent in a lot of respects. Here's some quick feedback after using it for a day. I like the design. It's simple. I like how the glass curves at the top, makes for a unique look. The phone is comfortable in hand. I don't feel like it's too big or anything, and other than LG branding in the front and the G5 branding in the back, it's pretty clean. The build quality isn't up to par when you compare it to the S7, S7 Edge, or an iPhone 6s, but the G5 also comes in at the cheapest price of $630, and the internals on this phone are at the top of its class. The LG G5 has an excellent 1440p IPS quantum display. The colors look great and it's ridiculously bright. I'm seeing 850 to 900 nits brightness. For comparison, the S7 Edge is rated at 855 nits. Both very bright, both very clear displays. One thing I didn't point out yesterday is the IR blaster up top. Didn't even know it had one until I got to the Quick Remote app on the phone. I know this is an important feature to some. I'm actually glad to see it on here. It's been a while since I've used one. This phone has one bottom-facing speaker, but I'll tell you right now that this speaker is loud and clear. It's probably one of the best bottom-facing mono speakers I've listened to. Pretty impressive for a phone that doesn't have a front-facing one.
This was unexpected.
Because the power button is on the fingerprint reader, double tap to wake becomes a very important feature when you want to wake the phone up when it's sitting on a surface. Thankfully, the phone has double tap to wake and double tap to sleep. The phone comes equipped with LG's UI, UX 5.0, and I'm actually surprised at how clean it is. I'm a Nexus user, I'm a Moto user, I'm used to stock Android. I like that experience, and surprisingly, LG's UX is actually giving that to me. I think a lot of that has to do with its performance. It's super smooth. I'm not noticing lag or hesitation when it comes to the UI. I've only had it for a day, so I know I'll need to do more testing, but so far so good. The UI has no app drawer in its original home screen, but you can select Easy Home. That'll give it to you. But then you lose your dock at the bottom. The font size becomes super big. It doesn't work for me. Now, there's been talk that you can get a Home Plus app drawer when selecting a home screen, but I'm not getting it here, just Home and Easy Home. Regardless, I just keep my apps in Pages, and even though it's not the way I normally would have it because I prefer an app drawer, this is still a very workable navigation, a workable UI. The fact that the phone has no lag under this UI so far is the biggest surprise for me yet. I'm going to leave it here for now. I want to do more in-depth testing with the camera and battery before I have any say in that, but I'll tell you, despite the rough edges and build quality, it makes up for it with an excellent speaker, even though it's bottom-facing, a really great-looking display, and some excellent performance, which I really wasn't expecting. I do plan to dig deeper when it comes to the bottom-facing speaker as well. I'm just going to need a little more time. I'll see you tomorrow.